Okay, ladies, here we go with page 2. I did a lot of the work ahead of time just so you didn't have to sit here and watch me ink everything. But just like before, you can go ahead and ink all your pieces with Vintage Photo. I also did take a black pen to the end of this black and white. If you have a little white edge, trust me, you won't even see it on the page. You also will have these little pop-outs here. Actually, they have white paper around them. So what I did was I just took my little scissors and I just cut all around them. So you're gonna fussy cut all the way around those. I find that relaxing. I know some of you hate it, but it does add to the page. It's super cute. And then I also did the same thing here. I just fussy cut around the edge of this too, where it says good friends, tea, and lots of fun. So I did that, inked up all these pieces so that we're ready to go. And this time you have a big doily here that you are going to use this Distress stain on. And I'm just shaking it up because once again, you want to get all that mica off the bottom. And you're going to use the blue one this time. So all I'm going to do is just spray it. So you don't want to get it too wet, so don't saturate this. And you can see how pretty it looks just like that, but we're just going to smooth it out a little bit. I just think this stuff is so cool. You can use this on chipboard too. Any of your papers. See, I'm going to need a little bit more. So while it's wet, just want to rub that out. Be really careful around the edges because you will rip it if you're not careful. So around the edges, you can pounce it like this just to make sure that you don't rip it because that lace is very delicate. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Super pretty. And there it is. So we're just gonna set that aside and let that dry while we're putting the rest of the page together. I have a little white spot in there. I wanna just kind of go over a little bit more. I don't want it to be completely full. I do like a little bit of that white showing. I think it makes it look a little more vintagey, but look how pretty. Okay, so we're gonna set that aside. And then we're gonna start putting our pieces together. So just like the page before, we're gonna put our black one at the very bottom of the page. So you just adhere that. So first is your black and white polka dot right across the bottom. Oops, I put it upside down. Don't watch me. Thing that pops up easy. You want the scallops facing downward across the bottom of the page. There we go. Next is going to be your purple polka dot. And that one's just going to butt right up against here like so. Okay. Then we are going to put our photo mats together. So I already laid mine out. I made sure that the white fit on top of each one because you do have a black and white polka dotted one that is smaller than the other one. So make sure you got 3 white ones. 2 are the same size. 1 is smaller. And the smaller one will go on your black and white polka dot like so. And then we're just gonna adhere these mats together. Like so. And I did already ink these with Vintage Photo, so you can do that if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Totally up to you, girls. I like to ink everything, so pretty much everything I do does have ink on it. And if you don't like Vintage Photo, you could do it like a blue or pink. That would be pretty too. Okay. So now I got my photo mats together. This photo mat, you can go ahead and adhere down, and I just want a little bit of the brown showing over here on this edge, which is the right-hand side, or I'm sorry, the left-hand side of your page. You just want like 1/4 of an inch of the brown showing. And I do want it about halfway down on this polka dot stripe. So there we go. That one's down, we're good to go. All right, move my pieces. Now we are going to take our beautiful round here, and I am just going to adhere it right there so it fits nicely on the paper. Now remember, right now this is just a little bit damp, so it's going to be much easier for you to put your adhesive onto the cardstock. If you try to put it on here, you're going to tear it, okay? So we're just going to go ahead, lay that back down. Make sure your edges don't go over the side. You're going over this photo frame a little bit, and go ahead and push it down. There you go. It's adhered. All right. Then you should also have a small white one. And on this one, I didn't ink it at all this time. And I'm just going to put this in the upper corner right over here at the top. I want it to look like that. Now, you could take some vintage photo if you want to and just kind of ink it up just a little bit, which, of course, I do like to do. I just wanted to give it a little antique look. So because this is dry and this one's still a little damp, I want to put my adhesive on the back of this one, okay, because it's dry. You really can't get adhesive on the back of these when they're wet. So there we go. And that one goes in the upper right-hand corner, so it's almost to the edge there. You see that? Okay. So there we go, back in the frame. Now, we are going to take these two pieces that you did fussy cut out, and also this little Good Friends tee and lots of fun. We're going to put some pop dots. Of course, my handy dandy cardboard pop dots, which you should have in your kit. You can use as much or as little as you want to, but I really like to use this cardboard. So I'm just going to put that right there in the back. Put some more. And this is why I love it. You can cut as much as you want to fit on there. So I'm going to put another piece. I really like these embellishments raised up. Okay. So your little Good Friends tee and lots of fun go right in the center of that white one. Just like so. There it is, popped up. Love it. Okay, now we're going to put a little bit of pop on the back of these also. So go ahead and grab your little pop dots. And if you need more of these, we'll have them downstairs. If you don't have enough in your kit, of course, you can cut up any Amazon box that you have, or any box for that matter. And this is why I love it so much. You can just cut this down to size, whatever will fit on the back. I'm going to put some adhesive, stick that on there, and then more adhesive. So you got your own little pop dot, makeshift pop dot. Now this one that I cut out, I want to try to slide it right in there, like so. And then the pink one, I am going to put toward the top up here. And I kind of bent up the flowers here a little bit in the edges because I like it to look as realistic as possible. And I want that one right there. It's already looking super cute. Then you have a piece of white lace here. We're just going to tie a bow. So just like you're tying your shoe, make a loop, spin it around your finger, pull it through just like you're tying your shoe. Make a cute little bow. I know this is a hard part for some of you, but we're just tying a loop, tying your shoes, okay? And you can fluff that up, make it look as pretty as you'd like. And I'm just going to put this on my page just like so. I like it like that, so I'm going to take a glue dot. You don't have to use a glue dot. You can use your adhesive. If you're using a liquid adhesive, you're going to have to wait for it to dry a little bit more. But I just used a glue dot so I could just stick it right in there. And I'm going to tuck that behind there. That one there, I think I like that. That looks great. Okay. Next, we have our cute little teacup. And I decided to go with the bold, crazy side. So, again, pop dot. We're going to put, whoops. our little cardboard pop dot. I want to put that on the back of my scalloped round. And then some more adhesive. And that's just going to go right there in the middle of our teacup. And then just like page 1, flip that teacup over. Put some adhesive on the back. Stick your twine in there from this little tea bag. Again, I want to write the word tea on here. Oops, that's the fat side of the pen. We want to use the other one, so I have a little more control. I'm going to write the word tea. Now, it might be easier to do this before you adhere it, but I totally forgot. So I'm writing the word tea. There we go. And you will also have another little round circle in your kit, like we used on page 1. So I already inked that up, put the pop dot on the back. I'm going to put a little more adhesive on here. That just goes right in the center, like so. And I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this so I can stick it down wherever I like it. And I think I like it right there. There we go. Cup is done. You're going to take your larger of the 2 black and white polka dots that you have. That one is going to go right about here. What I do is I always lay this out first to make sure I like where everything is. And then this one's going to go about right there. I like that the blue, you can see it. That's what I'm looking at. I like to see that pretty edge. You can see it there too. So I'm going to go ahead and now that I got it laid out where I like it, I'm going to just adhere that down. Okay, this teacup, I want to pop it again. You don't have to pop this so many times if you don't want to, but I just really like to do that. So I am going to pop that up. I know where I want this. So I'm going to flip it over. Put my adhesive on it. And remember, I'm trying to show off that blue mica all the way around. And then this cute little teacup is going to go right there. And I want to pop it up and make sure I can get my photo underneath of it. So we're going to just put some adhesive on the back of these. If I can get it out. There we go. More adhesive. Now she's nice and popped up. And I want to put it, I am thinking, right about there. So now I can slide my photo under here. I can slide my photo under here. It looks all cute and very tea party-like, don't you think? Super cute and layered. So that is your page 2. All done, ladies. If you need any help or any assistance, just see your hostess for the weekend. We will have extras of things downstairs if you decide to do your scrapbook layout at the end. You can always scan your QR code and watch this video anytime, and you can watch any of our other videos. Sometimes if you're lucky and like this season is summer, we do have some spring kits left over from last spring. So if you want one of those, they should be downstairs in the store and you can just grab those up and watch the YouTube video on spring. Thank you, ladies. I hope you enjoy this tea party layout.